Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Project Management and Control. This video tutorial I'm making on the request of some of my viewers who asked me to make some video for beginners or the engineers who want to take planning as their career. So this is the video for beginners who just want to learn Primavera P6. So first we'll see what is Primavera. So Primavera P6 is considered as one of the best planning tool and software, and it is most powerful and very easy to use for planning, managing and project evaluation. Initially, Primavera is not powered by Oracle bars, but now since few years of Oracle own Primavera, and it provides great flexibility and control of for the huge data, and it is the best tool that is you are used to arrange and analyze the cumbersome project data, which is related to time, its project budget, resource, and risk. So now we will see that to start with the Primavera, how we can start the Primavera. So we will see that if the Primavera is installed in our machine, and there automatically one icon appear on our desktop. To open the Primavera, we just need to double click the this icon, and the Primavera will be start. Or alternatively, we can go in search and search for the P6 Professional. Then from there we can select this P6 Professional, and it will open the startup window. To install the Primavera P6, you need to contact some admin who can have Primavera license software, so they can install the software on your PCs. Normally, PCs are in our individual PC. Normally, the Primavera on individual PCs are installed as standalone version, but nowadays there are PCs enterprises, which is a cloud-based application, and it's more powerful, but recently it is not that much common in use. So mostly still the people are using P6 Professional as a standalone software. So once you double click the Primavera P6 icon, the login window will be appear. You can see on the screen here. You can see that you have login name, and then you can put our password and then click the connect. It will connect our Primavera to us to the P6 database. Already I have one email video for the P6 database, which is very good for the planning engineers, and I recommend you to go on our channel, the Project Manager and Control by Asif, and then search for the P6 database. You will find very good information regarding the P6 database. And as a planning engineer, it is very helpful for us to be aware of this information. So I highly recommend you to go on our channel and check for the database videos. It will be very helpful for you. So once we put our login password and put the connect, the Primavera EPS or project file window will be open. In the project window, you can see that the is used to locate the or to save the projects. So you can see here that we have enterprise, and in this enterprise name is all initiative. You can just follow my mouse arrow. That into this one enterprise is name is all initiatives, and under this we have ENC, which is engineering construction. Then we have one energy, and then other manufacturing, like this all enterprise project structure. Enterprise project inside enterprise project structure, we are going to save our projects. We will see this in a while. So once we have select this one, once our Primavera is open, the next thing I recommend you to make your own EPS. So this EPS is called as enterprise project structure. In the short, it is called as EPS. So EPS represent a hierarchical structure for all the projects in P6 database, and you can divide this EPS into further level as per your requirement. For example, if you have one for your name or your company name, and then just you make it for XYZ consulting engineers or contracting company, and in the inside this contracting company, you can make different EPS for each project. For example, project number one EPS for the project number one, second EPS for project two. Similarly, you can make as many EPS as you want, and inside each project, you can make several EPS. Number one for the baseline, then updates. Number three for the EOTs claims, so like this. And then under baseline, you can put it baseline revision one, baseline revision two, baseline revision three. Similarly, updates, you can put it update for the baseline revision one, update for the baseline revision two. In this case, it is easy for you to locate your file in the future, because if you just put the file randomly, it is difficult difficult for you to locate and search the file. But if you make this, if you use the EPS structure efficiently or intelligently, it will save your future efforts and trouble, because all the data will be organized very easily and properly. So for easy understanding as a planning engineer, because most of the our engineers, they are very aware of the file management, and normally in your laptops you make a different folder for the each of your requirement. For example, you can make your one for the studies, number two, number for the project, number three for the personals. In the personal, you can make it pictures, you can make CVs, you can make your degrees, something like you make folders. So just say this same folders can be considered as EPS, enterprise project structure, and the files inside this each folder will be considered as project. We will see this also in a little while. So once you define this APS, the next we have to go in the tool. In the tool, you can find that we have enterprise project structure. So just select from here enterprise project structure, and this EPS window will be open. From here, you can click the add button to add new EPS, and then once EPS added, you can use this navigation button to maneuver your EPS. For example, in this picture, we are standing on manufacturing EPS. So if we click add here, a new EPS will be added under manufacturing. If you want to keep this on this location, it's okay. Or if you want to make this independent of manufacturing, just click the left arrow button. It will take you out, take the new EPS out of the manufacturing. Then you can move up and a down arrow to locate its proper location. For example, if you want to add one EPS after IT, so just click here add button. Once the add button, you will add new EPS will be added. Then just click left arrow button, it will take it out. Then press down arrow to bring it down to the IT. In this case, you can maneuver your EPS to the required location. Once you have defined your APS, the next is that we need to add projects and then activity in the projects. To add the projects, we have to go on the desired EPS and then select the new. When you select the new, then there's some windows will come out for like the project name, your EPS location, responsibility manager, and some resource assignment, some calendars. They will ask us something. For time being, just ignore this and just select next, next, next. And once your project is open, in the project open, you can when the project is open, it will open in the activity window. In the activity window, you can see edit button. Just click edit, and then from there, when the drop down arrow will be open, just select add or plus button to add new activities. So once activities are added, we need to define WBS, and the WBS is also is called as work breakdown structure. So work breakdown structure are used to organize your activities properly and related to proper WBS. So for example, normally in the construction project, we have several WBS like preliminaries, engineering and construction and testing commissioning. So this all we consider as your principal WBS, and under each you can define, for example, engineering can be further divided into shop drawing, submission of shop drawings, submission of the material, submission of the method statement, submission of the pre-qualification like this. And similarly, in the construction, you can define as per requirement, like for example, substructure, superstructure, finishes, MEP, like this. So this once you add this one, we will see we can add we can add calendars and other required information to our activities. So let's start all this in Primavera P6 itself. Now you can see that we are going to open the Primavera. So to open the Primavera, once you install Primavera, for the installation of Primavera PC, you have to contact some IT administrator, because this installation is not straightforward. It needs some special knowledge of the IT. So always it is recommended and installed by P6 normally by the IT administrators. So once they install this P6 on your PC, icon will be appear. For this you can see my screen. This P6 icon will be appear on your screen, or you can double click here, or you just go here in the search and search for the Primavera. So when you search for the Primavera will be open, selected, and just select from there and just double click it. It will open the Primavera. So once P6 Professional is open, this is the login window will come out. Here you can see that you have login name, and then similarly you can put the password. This password normally provided by the person IT administrator who installed this on your PC. So once it is listed, you can see here that we have database already mentioned here. We have only one database, CMDB. So as I told you little before, that already I prepare a prepare a video related to our P6 database, and it is very useful for the planning engineer to make the dedicated separate database for your program. So in this case, if something happened to your software and you need to remove and reinstall it again, then in this case everything installed in P6 will be lost, because what we are working we are doing, it is going to inside the P6 professional. So previously it is very common that something happened to your system, or something happened into your software, and you need to reinstall the software again. In this case, whatever you install inside P6 will be lost with the P6. So in this case, it is always recommended to make your own database. So in any case of any emergency, you need to reinstall the P6. Your work will not be affected. So once you select the login and just click the connect button. Once the Primavera is open, it will take you directly to the project window. This is called as, you can see, and you can see, just follow my mouse button. You can see this project. So this all the projects are listed here. This is called as project windows. Primavera offer us several windows. One is this, the project windows. In the project window, you can see all the project installed or having on your PC. This is the PC, as I showed, this enterprise, all projects, they are same way. When you are going to install P6, it will give you option to may take the sample projects. If you click OK, this all projects will become. This all project will come in the enterprise. This enterprise all initiatives. These projects are came along with the installation. So, but at the time of installation, we have option to need or no need. If you are a already user of the P6, you can you can you don't need to install this program into your PC. You can just ignore that. But if you are normally, when the IT administrator they install the software of our PCs, they give this program for us also for our information. This is good program. It can be helpful for us in our future studies to get some ideas. So here you can see that some projects are there, and this window is called as project windows. And here you can see that we have a list, project ID, a project name, the activity in the project, a strategic priority. Strategic priority is related to the your organization. If you have some project more priority, you can give them a number accordingly. As well as project leveling property. Priority also will there for because our projects normally are stand alone, and in the construction companies the projects are not interlinked, so they have their own resources or their priority. So this are two options of strategic priority and leveling priority is not that much on use. So once you have select this one, you need to make your own EPS. As you see that we have one EPS here, training project. So we can make a new EPS with you to go to in the case you can just go enterprise, and enterprise can find an enterprise project structure. So just click this enterprise project structure. Previously, I say go in tool. It is not in tool. It is inside enterprise project structure. You'll enterprise. This file edit view. So this enterprise. If you click this enterprise, you will find enterprise project structure option. So once you select this enterprise project structure, EPS window will be open. And in this EPS, you can see that we have several options are available. For example, you want to make a new EPS for you. So just click anywhere and just click add button. So once you click the add button, the new EPS will be added, and you can see that this down. You can see that this one link is shown. It shows that this is new project one is come inside same one. So for example, if you click this minus button, it will be open, and you can see that the EPS we just added go inside same one. So if you want to like this, it's okay, or you want to make it separately. So just take this one left button, so it will take you outside. So now these two EPS are independent, they're no link. And if you want to similarly, if you want to take it up, you can move the up and down arrow to take it to a proper location. So we just need at the last, and just we say this APS ID, we say TRN 01. and you just say sample training. You have Yes, you make your EPS. This EPS is very important. I always recommend you to make your EPS, and so that you have all your project will be organized properly. If you are dealing with several projects or so many programs you have, so better to identify or put locate them as per their projects per their requirements or their as per your requirements so that it is easy for you to check and trace them in the future. So for example, here you can say sample project training. Inside we can add project number one, project number two. So many EPS we can add here as per our requirements. So once we have selected our EPS, so now still we are in the EPS mode. We just go here file and go select the new. So once you select this EPS new, oh, it will add the new project. So you can see that create a new project, select EPS. So first EPS it already Primavera select this enterprise. This is all initiatives. So we just click these three dots and it will take us to the EPS window. You can see here display project, select EPS to add, and you can see here that we have all initiatives. So any of this you can edit. For example, if you select this production program number one, so our program will be make inside this EPS. So like this, you make a Word file or Excel file, and when you save it and you select that folder, our file will be saved inside that folder. So similarly, any EPS you selected, our program will be made inside that EPS. So for example, I select the sample training one, so my program will be created under this one. So before doing this one, I just cancel here, and you can see here that this appears that there's no plus sign here. This is no plus sign here because this training project and sample training, they don't have any projects. So that's why it's not shown any EPS here. So now if you go edit and add button, it will add the project, and then we select the EPS, the sample training, and then just go next. And then the project ID, yes, you just say TR and training 0101, and you can say you then press tab, it will go to project name, that's construction of single story, single story villas, a small villa. Okay, so we define project ID. This is the ID is only for identification so that you can remember in the future. And this project name, you define project name, then press next. And then here you can define the start and end. For example, I say my project will be start in 1st January, and it say, for example, it will take 3 months. So I will go end of March. So this is 3 month project. I define start and end. Then responsible manager, if you have you're using resources and you are using Primavera on such a level that you define to different managers, you can do it. But if like you're not doing this one and not controlling the project with the project managers, you can ignore it. Just keep it as default, and then go next. And then rate type, keep the standard rate, and then congratulations, your project created. Then just press finish button. So once we press finish button, you can see that the project is came under training 01. Its name training 0101 construction of small villa, and you notice that here minus sign came. So this minus sign, if you click this minus sign, it become all close. It will collapse, and all the projects go inside this project. So all the project inside this training will be to, if you want to see, just click this plus button, it will show all the project. Similarly, if you click this enterprise, it will, you see that this all the EPS are there, and if you open this, you can see the project inside this each EPS. So this is like a file management, as I told you before. And if you want to close this all at one time, just press Control minus button. It will close all. And if you want to open all at the same time, expand all at the same time, just press Control plus button. It will open all the APIs at the same time. So once our project is created, and you can see here this training button, I just click Control minus and then open the project only. And you can see, you just if you see it very closely, we we find that this folder is a like icon in the window explorer, and it is like open. So it means that this project is open. If I open some other project, for example, if I go enterprise and EPS ENC, you can see this all folders are closed, means these projects are not open. So, but if you just give a little attention here, you find that this training 01 is already open. So if you want to enter any open project, you can just select activities icon on your left, like from the left menu here. This you can see here activities, then WBS, this all here. So you can directly select these activities here. It will take you to the activities windows here. You if you notice here that we have projects window and one is the activity window. If you go in projects, it will take you project window here. And if you want to open any project, suppose all the projects are closed, so just click on the any project, then right click and then open the project. So project can be open. If the project is already open, just go on the left menu. From here you can select the activity windows. Similarly, if your project all projects are closed and you want to open from the scratch, just right click and select open project. So the project will be open. So once your project is open, we need to define our projects and activities here. So to define the project activity here, you can go in the edit and click add button from here, or you can select add button from here also, plus button here. So if you go in the project menu and you can go in the setting here, setting here, and if you go for the default, and if you go in the setting and so inside the default, you can see at the bottom that auto numbering default. This each activity we added, it will come with the prefix a. If you change this one something as per your project requirement, like for example p1 p2, so that prefix will become increment activity id based on selected activity. Okay, so what activity you are selected, the increment, the next activity will be based on that activity ID. So if you have several activity and you have several activity IDs and you add and new activities, this new activity ID will be based on our selected activity. So I already have a small video for this activity ID to how to define activity description, activity IDs. I recommend you to go to our channel and get say activity IDs description, and this video will cover all these details here. So once you have this project is open, you just go in the activity window. From here, now you can see that we don't have any activity ID here. If you want to add new activity, just press plus here, and you notice that our activity will come. Just ignore this one. We are not going to use this wizard. We will do it directly. And if you notice here that we come A1000. So if you go in the project window, you can see that we have prefix is activity ID A. So if you say, so suppose you make it P1, so now it will become with P1. Okay, and if you notice this, we have one more option that if you in this the default tab, increment activity based on the selected activity. So if we already have selected one activity, or here we already have one activity, so we have no choice. But if you suppose you deselect activity and we are going to add new activity, it will come with P1 1000. So see, it will come P1 1000. So you see here that the activity ID will be automatically generated by the P1 by the program itself, and you can put anything of your default. And for example, project one 1000 and project two similarly, whatever depends on your requirement or your understanding with the company or company nomenclature. So once you define this activity, for example, you can say that project commencement. Okay, and establishment, site offices, and fence and project fence. Suppose I mentioned if I add new activity here, it will be A 1010, which is because we are selected on this activity. So A 1010. So because I say that in default, then the increment of the activity will be based on the selected activity. So I because we selected on A 1000, so the next activity is A 1010. So this is a small activity, as I told you that I already have one video. I just visit our channel and you find one activity video which will demonstrate you how to make activity IDs and how to make define activity names effectively. So now it's after establishing of site offices, you can say preliminaries or running costs. And then you say one more activity here. plus sign. Now this time it will come P1 1010. Okay, and here you can say erection of tower crane. So once you have these, now for after this you can define new activity, like for example site survey and layout. So if you see here all our, and we'll add one more activity here. For example, this is you make it project P1 construction CUN, then journal and 010, and then this activity here plus, and you see the activity increment is based on the selected activities. So because we select this one, so automatically it became P1 construction GN 020. Now you can say excavation. Here you can see activities are is done, but it's not group or sorted. So to group or sort out our activities, we need another option which is called work breakdown structure. In short, it is called WBS. So WBS is, to go WBS, you can select from here this menu. You can see that after under the activities there's one WBS, and if you go here in the layout, in the layout. In the project, you can find WBS from here also. So you can select WBS from either from the project menu, or you can select either from the left menu. So I just select this menu, and you see that our project WBS will be appear. Now, if you notice here that now we have three windows. One is the project window, which shows you the all the project in your Primavera. One is the activities window, which show you all the activities of open projects, and then the WBS, which shows you the WBS of the open project. So now we have this project ID, WBS code, and WBS name, construction villa. This is automatically default. If you want to add more WBS, just click plus sign here, it will add indent one more WBS for this. For example, I make this uh, project start and films. Then we plus here. You can see that it is indent under 01. So if you want to take this out, just go on the right, but right menu. You can just notice my mouse button here, and just go in this move left option and just select. It will go out. So now it will say 010, and you can see. And in the construction, you can, for example, substructure. I want to this substructure to be under construction. So I keep this same and just make 5. And so once is WBS, and you just go in the activities, and you can notice that it is not shown here. So this is because if you go on the top menu, this one group and sort option. In the group of sort option, you can see here that it show you that the organized based on the WBS. So here this you can find that we have write it hide if empty. All our WBS we define don't have any activity. If you go into WBS window again, you can see that total activity. So total activity in this project is construction of small villa is 6 activities, but this all individual WBS, it does not contain any activity. You just notice 000. So 0 means that all these WBS are empty, they don't contain any activity till now. So if you go in activity windows again and go in group and sort button, in the group and sort, you can see that is hide if empty. So sometime in the huge project, big project, we don't want to show unused WBS. So we just click this option. So just click this one, it will be show you all the WBS now. Now you can see that all these WBS are here. So now, for example, you project commencement, establishment site offices and project fans, primaries of or running costs, erection of tower can all are related to the preliminaries. So just select this one. Once you select all this activity, you can do move this activity in several ways. Either you can cut from here and put in the in here project start and primaries, or just you can move your just move your mouse, and you come when you come here on the left of this activity green color, you can see that one white color icon will appear under your arrow. If you move little, it will go on. So if you go little here, you can see that a small white when something square appear under your window, it means that now you are ready to move your window. So just click on the left mouse button and then bring your activities to the project start and preliminaries. Now these are coming in the project start and preliminaries. So this is one way to move activities from one WBS or to other WBS, or from to assign the WBS, or alternatively, for example, this two activities, site survey and excavation work, you select these activities, okay, and then right click, select cut, and then come in the substructure work and put paste. So now you have defined this all activities here. Now we have created a very small project, just and very few activities just for the illustration purpose. Now the next target is to define the relationship. To define the relationship, we have to go in the view option. In the view option, just show on the bottom. In the bottom, you can see show bottom and select details. So once the details came, here you can see that we have relationship option. So this relationship here, we have journal. Here journal is show you the activity type. There are several activity types also here. And kindly visit my channel to find the activity types in this, what are activity type and status. And then status means what is original duration, what is start, finish, and so if you assign any resources, if you assign any expenses, and the relationship. If you are new in Primavera and you open your Primavera first time, you will not find relationship option here. What you find here, if you click on any of this tab, right click any of this tab, you can see that customize activity details. So in customize activity details, this the on the right hand side, you can see that this options we are showing on our layout, which is journal, status, resource, expenses, and relationship. On the left hand side, you can see here that we have code, discussion, predecessor and successor. So this in this case you can show, if you see here in the relationship window, we have that this predecessor on the left, one window is for the predecessor, on the right this one window for the successor. So predecessor is the one, the activity before any activity, and successor is the activity next to the activity. For example, if we have three activity A, B, and C, and they are going in the series, first come A, then B, and C. So if you go for activity A, it don't have anything before A. So A is the don't have any predecessor, but B is come after A. So B is the successor of activity A. Similarly, when you move to activity B, so when we come on activity B, A came before B. So A become predecessor of activity B. And similarly, C come after B. So C become successor of activity B. So in this case, activity B have both predecessor and successor. Predecessor A and successor is C. When move to activity C don't have any successor, but they have a predecessor. So activity C have predecessor B and A. All are the predecessor of C. But if they are linked logically, like for example, A link B and B link C, then there's one immediate predecessor. So either A and B both are predecessors for activity C, but activity B is the immediate predecessor for activity C. So when we are defining activity, we are going to define only the immediate relationships only. So, for example, when we have defined this activity here, now we have to define the relationship. So, we select this activity and project commencement. After project commencement, the next activity is the establishment of the site offices. So, just go in the successor activity. You can see here successor and press assign plus button here. And from here, this assign successor dialog box will come up. And from here, can select the establishment of the site offices. When you define establishment site office, just click go to, it will take you the site office, and then after establishment, the running or preliminary course will be started. The running and preliminary course for the new plan engineer is means that the cost which is we are incurred every month. For example, once we establish the offices, we created our temporary offices, then there we have to maintain this office. This maintenance cost will be coming as preliminaries. Then we have to pay, for example, electricity, water, and telephone bill. This is coming in the preliminaries. We have to pay for the drainage, for cleaning. We have to hire someone for cleaning the offices. We need some office boy for serving the people. They are also coming in preliminaries. Similarly, for time to time, we need to change some electric item, tube light finish, or some switches are not working. So this all come in the preliminaries. So preliminaries is called as the running cost or maintenance cost during the course of the project. So after establishment of the preliminaries, we have to the preliminaries come. So we just go in successor and select assign, and then select this one, preliminaries or running cost. Then we go in the running cost, and then we have to And after establishing of site offices, we are going to erect the tower crane also. So we just select assign again and select the tower crane. So once our tower crane is done, we need site survey. So once our office is done and project phase completed, we are going to start site survey. So we select site survey and click option, select option here. Then we want to go to site layout. We just go from click go from go to here. And then after site survey, we go to excavation work. So we have to define this and just click here assign activity. Or similarly, if you have several activity, for example, after excavation we add some more activities, control copy and paste. Just actually do not show this dialog box again, so it will not show this time, but when you open Primavera again it will start showing. So just to stop some unnecessary interruption, you just select do not show this dialog box again. And but this again only for this time only. When you close Primavera and open it again, it will start showing you again. So now where activity come, just select this 030, and then you have for um, PCC for foundation. Okay, so let's suppose this or 2 days, extension say 3 days, and then plan takes for defined duration. Project commencement date is 1 day only, and for site office it take 10 days. For example, it will take you 75 days. Organization takes 1 week. So now survey, after site survey you will go excavation, and after excavation you go for PCC. So either you can define these activities link one by one. And if for example you go site survey and define its successor which is excavation, then go excavation and define its successor which is PCC. So to make it fast, just select all the activities you want to link together with finish to start relationship, and then go and edit, and edit you can find one option which is link activities. So it link all the activities with the finish to start. You don't need to go and define one by one. So this is a site survey. After site survey, you find excavation, and before site survey, you have establishment of the site offices. Okay, so once you do site survey, the next is the excavation. So go to excavation, and after excavation, you go to PCC for foundation. So here we see that we define only the finish to start relationship. There's several type of there are four type of relationship we are using in like finish to start. It means that one activity should be finished completely to start the next. Similarly, start to start means two activities can be start together. Like for example, you can start the establishment of the site office and site survey at the same time. So this two activities will be start to start, and similarly some activities you want to finish together. For example, and one is the start to finish. Start to finish relationship is very rarely used in research projects. Normally, it is using when you are going to calculate flow, your flow, program path on reverse basis. Because we have one forward part. In the forward part, you calculate the early days, and then we have the one backward part. In the backward part we are calculating the late dates. So this start to finish relationship I'm not using. Normally the best is the finish to start, which is FS, and then sometimes it's recommended to use start to start or finish to finish. So once ever you are using a start to start relationship, you should need to assign finish to finish also. So once you do this one, you want to run the project. So just select anywhere, just press F9 button. Once you select the F9, once you press F9, the schedule option dialog will come up. You can see here at the top that we have schedule button, which is and under this you can say schedule F9. So you can click this window, this clock also, it will take you the schedule option, or you can go enterprise tool. In the tool you can find in tool schedule, and you can find schedule, and the shortcut is F9. So you can schedule the project by three ways, either by clicking this clock, or go in the tool and click the schedule from here, or you just press F9. Once you do this one and you check your data dates, our data dates 1st January 2025, just press schedule and it will schedule the project. Now you can see that our project is up to 10th April, and we assign the project. If you go in the project window, you can see that our project completion date in the general coming the dates, and if you can see, the must finish by 31st March 25, and our project finishes 10th April 25. So if you go inside the activities windows again, you can see that we have the total float of minus 10 days. Means our project is completing on 10th April, which is not correct. So this is because of this preliminaries. If you remove this preliminaries by somehow or say this, okay, 31st March, and then press F9 again to run the project. So now is our project is done. Still it shows you 1 day minus one. So I think better to make 65 days and run. So it's okay now. 31st March and show you 0. So this is the way you can start creating your project, and you can make your project as per your requirement, your activity ID. For example, you can add several activities for the project preliminary start. You can add activities for the project milestone, like project start, project finish, completion of the substructure, completion of the superstructure, completion of the finishing work, completion of the MEP works, etc. Similarly, you can make construction WBS. In the construction, we have substructure, superstructure, finishing, MEP, and then we have testing, commissioning, and handover. In the test and commissioning, we can for the electric authority approval, water supply authority, drainage and sewerage, transportation or road authority. All this inspection and approval you need to add, and then testing of commissioning of the heavy equipment you installed, then hand over the project. So I hope this video is helpful for our new upcoming planning engineer to get to know how what is Primavera and how to start with Primavera. And I recommend you to start using this information to start building your project. Just take your thoughts and your observations to make some projects. And there are several more videos in our channel, Project Management and Control by Asif. You can find some useful videos for you. We give you good ideas which will be expedite your speed and you expedite accelerate your learning. So I hope this video is good for you, and if you like it, please consider subscription and share with your friends and other coming engineers. See you in next video. Take care and bye bye.